name is Gabby Barber, and I'm a junior here at Oklahoma State University majoring in biochemistry and molecular biology. I am grateful to have been a 2021 Rural Scholar. A continuation of a project from the inaugural year of the Rural Scholars Program, our project looked at the use of soil moisture sensors to improve agricultural water management in southwestern Oklahoma, a region that often struggles with drought. As a result, our project centered around Harmon County, Oklahoma, and we had three main goals going into this project. We wanted to better understand the decision-making processes of irrigators within Harmon County. We also wanted to find the history of the water that they irrigate with, as well as how soil moisture sensors could help farmers more efficiently use this water. To address our first goal, we interviewed 7 irrigators within Harmon County. We asked them 10 questions regarding their water management challenges and recorded their answers. We created this graphic to summarize the words that occurred most frequently during the interviews. More specifically, you can see some of the most helpful questions and the results here. Please feel free to look at this slide in more detail in the PDF accompanying this recording. Regardless, this information is helpful to us as researchers so that we can understand what farmers really need and want when it comes to water management. One of the things we believe would be most helpful to irrigators is the use of soil moisture sensors. That's why for our project, we compared 2 different sensors among participating farmers' land. One of the sensors is called Sentek Drill-n-Drop. This graph compiled data that the sensor collected in one of the participating fields during my stay in Harmon County. When the curve is in the blue zone, that indicates that the soil moisture is above the full point or field capacity. When the curve is in the green zone, which it was most of the time, that means this is the optimal soil moisture range based on factors like region, soil type, and the crop itself. The red zone is when the crop becomes stressed because there's not enough moisture. We viewed this data on the sensor's website, where there was also a graph that showed us specific moisture levels at 12 different points in the sensor in 10 centimeter increments. For this color-coded graph, though, we're only displaying data in the first 2 feet of the soil profile. The second sensor type we explored in this project was called CropX, which had its own app. Although the Sentek sensor went deeper into the soil profile than the CropX did, the CropX gathered more data such as weather events and soil electrical conductivity. Similarly to the Sentek sensor, though, the CropX also created a color-coded graph based on the crop's wilting point and field capacity, although the graph shown here only displays the soil moisture at 8 and 18 inches of the sensor placed in that participating field. As mentioned earlier, another goal of this project was to find, summarize, and visualize groundwater data for the Blaine Aquifer, which is where irrigators in Harmon County get their well water from. As you can see in this graph, an analysis from 41 wells in the Blaine Aquifer shows that it's losing water over time. We found a similar pattern in Lake Altus Lugert. This profoundly emphasizes the need for more efficient water management practices, such as the use of the soil moisture sensors we used this summer. Although there is much more work to be done in the field of soil moisture sensor technology and adoption, we have made an abundance of progress in the meantime. In just 10 short weeks, we installed and monitored 2 commercially available sensors and asked local irrigators about the potential of using sensors like them. We also discovered the history of a major aquifer in Oklahoma and found that it's losing water over time. The future of water conservation and management is bright, and I am glad to have contributed to it, although that would have been impossible without the people listed here. Thank you for listening.